kind of scary.
Yeah, how'd you like to hear that in the middle of nowhere?
Hi all, welcome back to the channel and our traveling adventures. It's a rainy Saturday morning here in Seattle, so instead of going kayaking, we're going on the Keeper Adventure Tour at the Northwest Trek Wildlife Park. Join us on this adventure. Hi, we've got 2 tickets. We had a few hours to spend before our scheduled Keeper Adventure Tour, so we decided the first tour, the walking area of the park.
Overlook or the Beaver Pond. We'll do the Beaver Pond first. Cat country.
Northwest Trek Wildlife Park is a 723-acre wildlife park located near the town of Eatonville, Washington. The park has 5 miles of nature trails that visitors can walk. The first enclosure that we came to was for the Canada lynx, which is characterized by its long, dense fur, triangular ears with black tufts at the tips, and broad snowshoe-like paws. It took us a few minutes to spot it.
Well, the lynx is hiding. Oh, nope, back there. Back in the far corner.
The Canada lynx is a lean, medium-sized cat. The long, thick fur, uniformly colored with little to no markings except on the underside, insulates the lynx from its frosty habitat. The claws are sharp and fully retractable. The next enclosure that we would visit was for the cougar. It too would be a difficult animal to spot due to the lush foliage surrounding it. This predator pursues a wide variety of prey, such as deer, elk, moose, and bighorn sheep.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, how'd you like to hear that in the middle of nowhere?
The eerie howling off in the distance really set off a nice ambience. We really appreciated that we had the opportunity to hear it.
Here, in this window. Hey, buddy. No, you can't hear me. Whoa. Scared us.
It's real. It's a doggy. Are they straight up?
Oh, he's probably howling.
It's white. I think he likes it. Oh, I think that red dot.
The gray wolves can either be seen at the Baker Research Cabin or at their own observation area. We got lucky and spotted them at both locations. These 2 orphan siblings are quite popular with the guests. The last animal that we saw before heading back to the Premier Keeper Adventure Tour was the grizzly bear, also known as the North American brown bear. The population of these bears in the United States is listed as threatened, and the population is considered endangered in the state of Washington. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these bears.
All right, gather around, draw in a little bit. Not too close.
Oh.
Hello. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Good. All right. My name is Skylar. I'll be leading your tour. We have 2 main areas to the park. There's the core, which is the walking portion of the park, right through those gates. That's where you'll see all those cougars, wolves, bears, all the predators, all those woodland animals, skunks, otters, owls. Those are all in the walking portion. And then where I work and where we are going today is the free roaming area, which is 435 acres of mixed hoofstock. All of our hoofed animals, right? We won't be seeing wolves, bears, cougars out there. That'd be really unfair to those other animals. If you see a cougar, let me know. We've done something terribly wrong. They should not be out there. So this tour is a little bit different, right? We have about an hour and a half, about twice as long. And I have a lot more flexibility and freedom. I can stop with the animals. I can speed up if we're not seeing animals. I get to go some places the other tours don't get to go to. A lot more flexibility with it. So, and beyond that, you're going out with a real life zookeeper. Ta-da! That's me. There's only 3 rules. I'm gonna go over them really quick. First rule, when I'm going full speed, just need you sitting down, right? Butts and seats. Second rule, and this is the big one for me, is we will not be touching animals. Okay? Animals can touch you, you cannot touch them, if that makes any sense at all. So I'm not saying it typically happens, but we have had a moose stick its head inside the vehicle. We've had caribou come up and sniff at people's elbows. We've been within arm's reach of a 3,000-pound bison bull. But the reason they feel comfortable being that close is because we're not invading their space. So we're going into their home, we want them to be comfortable. All right, so that's the second rule. And the last rule is just at no point you're allowed out of the vehicle. If you drop your phone out, probably the one who pops out and grabs that. We are going to load up then.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, you back up.
I guarantee we'll see them.
And then I gotta get around my rock here.
I guarantee we'll see them.
No one's around to hit. That's good. I'm only allowed to hit so many people each week if I met my quota here. Scary scraping sound on the roof.
Woohoo!
And little bumps. But 435 acres, like I said, the single largest exhibit here at Trek. But with that space comes the joy of finding our animals. And so I used to say, if you see something, say something, but that's TSA's tagline, right? So just let me know if you see an animal. And this is an area called Horseshoe Lake. This is the largest body of water on our property. But we do have lots of other seasonal wetlands and things like that. Out here to the right, at the base of the tree, are 2 black-tailed deer. They're doing their best stick impressions. They say, if I don't move, you can't see me. And they're right, for the most part. If they don't move, it's very difficult. There's actually another one behind the tree, and a bigger buck. All 3 of these are males, and I can tell that because they have antlers. Mountain goat, yeah. I was gonna say, it's the other animal that says ba. So there's 2 of them. There's one at the bottom of the tree and one lower down there. And you're seeing our 2 male mountain goats. So I know these are the boys because there's 2 of them hanging out. So here is that big boy we saw earlier.
Hello.
So he's sitting just shy of 3,000 pounds, about 6 feet tall at the shoulder. And he can run about 35 miles an hour. That is a 3,000 pound animal that can run 35 miles an hour. Unless you can run 40 miles an hour, maybe you don't go approach it. There's one right up by the tree there.
Hello.
So this is Elwha on the left, this is one of our boys, and this is Kahani up there on the right. Kahani's a bit of a troublemaker. He tries to jump into the back of my truck when I'm trying to do things.
Hey.
And so generally the larger the antlers, the older the boy. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions with antlers. People think there's 1 point for every old they are, because around 1 year old they'll have 1 point, around 2 years old sometimes 2 points. But 16-year-old animals can have 16 points on the side, right? That'd be crazy. But you can tell the older boys because they have larger antlers. And generally the older boys drop their antlers first because they need more time. They're in a more intense hormone cycle for one, but they also need more time to grow the next year's set.
Do you keep antlers?
Do we keep them? Yeah, great question. What do we do with them once they drop them? We will keep some. We'll give them to our animals for enrichment. You know, porcupines will chew on them. Other animals will play on them. It's natural prey smelling items, a lot of our predators. We'll use some around the park for decorations, you know, chandeliers and door handles and things. But it's important to leave a lot of them out there as well. And I am going to pass this one around in there. So now you can pass it around, make sure it doesn't poke anyone in the face or punch a hole in my seats. But this is an adult elk antler. And you can tell it's an elk, one because of the size, also the structure. It can be like an offensive stabbing weapon. They can certainly defend themselves, and they can. Occasionally things will happen. But they're more built to lock into the other antlers so they can spar and wrestle. These animals don't want to fight to the death, right? That's a lot of time and energy, and if you're the herd bull and you're trying to fight to the death, someone's going to just be stealing your girlfriend while you're spending an hour fighting, you know? I do not see the bull with them right now, so I think he might be off over in the trees over there. Not too far away, but just a little bit separate today. And you can see, again, they don't have that big, heavy layer of fur down their front shoulders like the males do. They're shedding out pretty evenly, but they're still in the process of shedding there. And so they're sitting, most of our females are sitting around 2,000 pounds, maybe just shy of 2,000 pounds. A little bit smaller than the males. Again, the difference in the horn shape and the that fur layer. This is one of our big boys. Just hanging out.
Can you back up a little bit? Thank you so much. Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's just doing his own thing, chilling.
How many pounds is it?
He's probably between 2,500 and 3,000 pounds. This view, more than anything for me, really highlights the fact that it's not just we have a huge amount of space, right? We do have a lot of space, but we have this variety of habitat that lets these animals self-regulate their environment. They can choose where they go and where they want to spend time. So here's two young bucks here, just growing in their antlers. So now you can see why we don't try to find every deer every day.
Hey, something there, right there. Okay.
Yeah, and look, right here, just to the right.
oh, yeah.
Everyone stay nice and quiet and calm here. But this is our group of bighorn sheep females. These are the ewes, E-W-E. And actually, there's two, I should say, this is our ewe band, which is the name for the female group. But those two youngest ones right in the middle there, those are both young rams.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. And straight ahead of us.
Can you slow down?
Yeah, I'm going to get even closer to some up here. But up to the left, walking away from us, that is one of our male caribou. And there's another one right behind this tree over here. And then all these ones that you're seeing on the right, these are all females. So, again, male and female caribou, they're the only species in the world that females grow antlers. Pretty easy to tell the males and females apart here. Males on the left over there, giant, crazy, ridiculous antlers. And then the females still grow pretty impressive antlers when they're all said and done, but much, much smaller than the males.
Sean, you want me to do it for you then?
No, well, I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm not left-handed.
Well, why don't you use your other hand?
But my hand's full. Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have to speed it up so it doesn't make you look weak.
Hey, look at that.